All right, if you're a parent, then this video is for you. If you're frustrated with your kids, then this video is for you. And I'm not saying I arrived. These are just 3 things that I work on as a parent to try to survive the everyday of raising kids, okay? And so, number 1, be patient. And I was talking to Lucy the other day. I was like, man, like, I just feel like we do all these things for these kids and this and that, and you still hear whining, complaining, and after you have a good talk, you feel like, all right, I feel like I got there, I got through to them. No, they do it again. And so being patient, you have to change your perspective of being a parent. You know, we were like, man, I'm praying for my kids. Every day I'm just praying for them that they will be obedient, that they express love, that they obey and do the right thing. And there's some fruit here and there, but at the end of the day, I have to change the way I think. I have to change my perspective. I have to have patience, right? It's something that once you realize, okay, I need to be more patient, and having 7 kids, I mean, this is the epitome of having patience, right? I mean, having 1 kid, it's the same, 2 kids, right? It's all, right? It's all about them, right? Their world is all about me, selfish. And so having more patience is what's going to get you through the day to day. And so if you change your perspective of trying to get them to change to, man, I need to have more patience with them, then you're going to find that you're going to be able to make it through the day better, and to live for another day, the next day, tomorrow, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna do better tomorrow to be more patient. And so after I've been praying about trying to have more patience, and patience is not something that God is gonna just give you. Patience is, you're gonna practice it. You're gonna have opportunities to be patient, right? And so that's really one thing that I work on every day. Father, give me strength to endure and have patience. Number 2, be consistent. One thing about being a parent is being consistent is huge. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. If I don't say, all right, I'm going to do this, 1, 2, 3, and then I don't do it, because then they're going to run all over you, right? They're going to know that you don't mean what you mean. And so be consistent. And whatever you do, whatever you're led to do in your family, if it's discipline, if it's helping them, if it's going out to places, if you're saying, hey, I want to go to the park, whatever it is, be consistent and be true to your word, right? It's kind of like a and B of number 2 step, right? Be consistent and be true to your word, because they remember, right? And they know, oh, you're not consistent, oh, you're not going to do that or that, and then they run all over you, right? And that takes a lot of work, and it's a lot of energy, and trust me, I'm not 100% there, right? I'm trying to be more consistent, and I see fruit from that. I see fruit from being more consistent and true to my word. And if things change, which is different, if I can't do something, I make sure I say, hey, you know what? This came up, but I promise I'll do it this day. Or just give them another day that you're going to do whatever it is that you said you're going to do, or whatever disciplinary action, be consistent. And number 3 is don't give up, okay? There is no rule book on how to be parents. We had parents, and they had parents, and there's people that do it differently, right? There's all kinds of ways of parenting, right? There's books of how to do it, and what to do, what not to do, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's different for your family. Don't give up. It's hard work being a parent. If you have 1 child or if you have 10, it's hard work. Every day you have to take care of another soul, right? And you have to make sure their tree is bent the right way so that they're giving to society, not being a nuisance to society, right? And so don't give up. You're doing a good job. And if you think you're not doing a good job, you are. You had a child. You made it. You're alive today. And so be more don't give up, okay? Keep going. Get friends to help you speak into your life. There's so many people that relate. You're not the only one. This is not happening only to you, right? Don't give up. There's plenty of people that've been there, done that. Ask around. Ask your parents, mom and dad, how do I do this? Friends, hey, how are you dealing with this, right? See if that works for your family. Be led. Don't give up. So 3 things that will help you be more or help you being a parent and getting over frustration is change your perspective to being patient. And then 2, with a little B, is be consistent and true to your word. And number 3, don't give up. You're doing a good job. All right, hope that blesses you. Share it to someone who needs to hear this. Let them know that they're doing a good job. God bless. Aloha.